Good morning. Yesterday morning I came into a swimming pool, so I rolled out a bale to soak up the moisture. Go on, Coos. On you go. Hoosh, hoosh, hoosh. And now we need to clean it all up. I keep getting in trouble for being too loud round the house and waking up Hamish. Wasn't even allowed in the door there. Needed a knife to cut open bales.
Would you crouch out there and say, would you cut your pines? Would you swim up a river and surely on your mind?
Right, I'm not quite done, I've still got another feeder to fill, but I'm meeting Soil Essentials in 18 minutes. So I'll need to come back here and finish off. I hate this wet, horrible time of year. The yard's just messy. Everything's wet and soaking. Once calving starts, it feels like, right, we're almost there. The good weather's coming. I'm very low on petrol. Am I gonna make it? Dad and I just had a chinwag with Soil Essentials. Rod and Katrina came down to discuss soil sampling, variable rate, and a few different kind of methods they use to produce soil sampling maps and variable rate maps, etc, etc. Right now, in terms of lime onto cropping ground, is done just picking a few fields every year and working through them, and I'm wanting to kind of shift to more of a routine to basically do the whole farm over the course of 5 years and keep that kind of schedule up so that we're on top of things in terms of pH levels in the soil, very important for uptake of minerals, P and K levels, etc, etc. And it all also links into potentially spreading fert and sowing at variable rates. I need to phone Stevie Gray at Scottish Agronomy to discuss a little bit about variable rate and his opinions based on other farmers out there and anyone else who has variable rate opinions for fert and for sowing, whether you think it's worthwhile, the investment and cost versus what you're getting back or not. We're going ahead with cracking on and doing a fifth of the farm. It works out more than a fifth this year, but it'll be a fifth of the farm every year. Soil sample. I'm just getting a quote back from Soil Essentials now. We've kind of ironed out exactly what we wanted to do. Soil Essentials also do a thing called HPI, which is Historic Potential Index. Is that right? Yeah, Historic Potential Index, which is effectively satellite images that produce maps of nutrition levels within your soil based on, I guess, the pigment and the thickness of the crops over the last few years in that field. And from there you can create zones to sow higher or lower in rates, spread higher and lower in your fert, etc, etc. So what we're going to do is crack on and do 1/5 of the farm for pH in terms of lime, no problem, that's fairly simple. And then we're going to pick out one field which is at yard 2, 61 hectare, nice big block, a lot of variation in the soil, and we're going to do an HPI, or we're getting a price to do it all anyway. Eat up, Coos. There's a big man, one of the big men. I now have all of my bulls in with the cows, one per pen. Kev's ploughing at the moment. Try to head towards the most light ground because it is quite wet, but it's actually coming up really nicely. No complaints over that. A few heavier clods like that. That's because it's come off that tram line. Compacted bits. Quite a bit firmer because it's come out those tram lines. You go off the tram line, this bit here, this is not off a tram line, imagine it'll fall to pieces a lot easier. Yeah, look, can't even pick it up. That's fine. That's what your tram lines do. There's your compaction from tram lines, but turn it over, clumps and clods have got a bit of time to swell and contract in the hot and cold and break down. There's another clump off that tram line. You know, it's pretty solid, that. But all the moisture in there, it's going to heat up during the day, cool down during the night, and the expansion and contraction will weaken it and it will break down. Time we come to sow it, it'll not be a big clod like that anymore. Happy days, good to see a field getting turned brown. Not done any ploughing since November. But tomorrow there's meant to be torrential rain for 3 days. Pit stop to Harborough. Dug food and a few bits for calving time, and then I was over the road at Sellers picking up airlines for a trailer. Let's get this yoke out. Laurie should be here. Meant to be here 3-4 hours ago, but he had issues with lights this morning or something, so. Ah, perfect timing. Perfecto. Stands have to go with it as well. Let's not forget them.
Mind if I have a wee there? Do you have time?
Aye, on you go to it. Off she goes. Job done. Down south. Whereabout was Nick again? Oh, he told me. England. It's all England to me down there. Lemken Solitaire 2017 is gone. We've had it from New there. To be honest, it's been a brilliant bit of kit for us. It's very, very rarely let us down. The odd wee hole in a bit of pipe. It was really quite easy to sell. I probably could have actually got a bit more for it if I held it for longer, but what I got for it was fair, I think. And cost of change up to the 4 metre wasn't a huge amount. Worked out fairly reasonable money to change actually, albeit the 4 metres 2 years older, but it's probably done a bit less work. Cheers Nick for buying the drill, hope it's good for you. Here's his 3 lads that watched the videos, Gus, Jack and Seb, involved in the negotiations. Ended up being a few hoodies for them and a case of beer for Nick, so that's in the hopper as well. We have some beasts going away to Paisley, John Scott's. Through. I've had an update on this, and since then every one of these animals apparently is losing weight. The first 1 or 2 I was thinking, what's going wrong there? Why is it losing weight? But they're not losing weight. Something's not right here. Maybe we need to calibrate it. Good. These are all going back. None of these are my own cattle, so they're definitely a bit quicker. There we go. I'm off 2 down there. Ready. 2 loaded there, sorry about the fuzz, my camera's all scratched to hell. There was an update done on this the other day, and since then something's not right with the weights. Average weight for the whole batch, they've lost 0.3 of a kilo a day, they've lost apparently, which isn't correct because they all look fit and healthy and they're fine. I just need to give Tapari a phone, something's not quite right about the weights, and it's since the update was done. Next stop, United Auctions Stirling, breeding cattle sale. Not desperately needing, but there's a sale on, there's quite a few cattle being sold. Kind of interested in picking out a few Anguses, just as a bit of a trial. See it Stirling. Right, here we go, there's about 250 odd getting sold here, but I'm not convinced there's anything taking a fancy. We've got 50 up and down here which come from round about Linlithgow way, which are good looking cows. There's a few quite fit ones, a bit fleshy for calving time, but there's nothing that sticks out that I really fancy. There's 4 pure Anguses at the end of the sale, which they're the only things that I'm kind of keenish on, but I'm not that fussed. I'm only interested in a few. Nice enough looking cows, and then it's also whether they fall in line with our calving. A lot of these are kind of mid-March onwards. If they calved in March or April, that's fine, but if they're May, then I don't really want any of them. I don't think we'll be spending a huge amount, which I don't mind. Be interesting to see what trade's like. They're into Ring 2 today. And then there's 1,700 stores being sold in Ring 1, but we're not needing any. There's a lot of vehicles out there with a lot of trailers, a lot of cattle getting sold today. having a nosy at the store ring. Speeding ring. We've not been in yet, but apparently it's expensive. Right, we're away, empty-handed, which is probably a good thing. The pure Angus is at the end, which, if they were younger, maybe would have considered them, but they would have just been more expensive. But they're nice cows. Home we go. Cheapest trip to the market yet. I'm just sat here on our 3-metre discs right now, and as you know, we have moved to a 4-metre Lemken power harrow drill. Fantastic, but we generally like to work the ground, especially in the winter time, ahead of the drill with these discs. Simba Express, especially a set of shallow tines at the front, which spring crop we don't put them on, winter crop they generally are on. 2 banks of discs, packer at the back. We get on really well with it, works away, and I'm in the hunt for something to cultivate a 4-metre so we can keep ahead of the new drill. I almost bought a Simba ST400, which is a very similar machine to this, but this is a trailed machine, good bit heavier, and it's 4 metres wider. I'm a little bit concerned as to the ability to pull the machine when it comes to some heavier bits of ground and uphills, etc. This one has now sold. I've missed out on this one, but I didn't want to jump the gun because I'm not that sure. So if anyone can help me locate a similar style of machine, 4-metre disking ability with ideally a shallow tine that can be moved out the way if we don't want to use that, and the opinion on whether we've got enough horsepower to pull that 4-metre variant. It's going to be on our Fendt Sim 1.8, which is mapped just over 220 horsepower on a 650 tyre. Let me know your opinions. If you're someone who runs similar style machine, am I lacking a bit of power? Do you think it'll be fine? Let me know. I'm kind of needing to make some decisions pretty swift with what we're doing. Blink and we'll be at springtime and we'll be sowing, so I just need to get lots of things sorted out because could be a lot of other stuff going on this year which I need to focus on. So I just want to get the 4-metre system done, everything in place, ready to go, so that it's not needing much time come the spring. It's set up, ready to go. Vet is on the way now. I need to sort out some hoofs, but there's one that's very, very lame, so the vet's coming to look at it. Just got the vet to trim a few hoofs while they're at it as well, so.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came.
We've got about 6 so far.
Playing a new game. Laughing and a running, hey, hey. Skipping and a jumping. In the misty morning fog with our hearts that thumping and you. My brown-eyed girl.
Oh yeah, she can go that way.
You, my brown-eyed girl. And whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow.
Right, 2 pens done. Gonna run these all into the passage. Same with the pen next door. And then peel off the ones we need. All the bulls are getting done as well. It's not ideal timing because they're very close to calving and I don't really want to mess with them, but I really should have done this a couple of months ago. There's just a couple of cows that are a bit too sore, so I need to get them sorted. I didn't introduce, this is Tom the vet, by the way. We won't have seen much of Tom for quite a while because he's been teaching at the college, but he's back now doing a bit of both as of the last couple of weeks, so might see a bit more of Tom now. You do a lot of hoof trimming?
Quite a bit, yeah. It's quite. I find it a very satisfying job in its own way.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, well, it's sort of like you can see what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? When you treat a sick animal, you
can see the benefit immediately.
Exactly, yeah. I quite like sort of woodwork and stuff like that anyway, so it's sort of like similar.
Right, we've got a big Mike in who has particularly rubbish feet. They just grow awkwardly. They're rounded. There you go, see that one? Don't breed from him.
Poor lad, he can hear you. Nah, he doesn't mind.
Tom's working away with a grinder back there. Dan Harvey are just bringing another few round that need done. There's maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There's one been in, one across, 10 here, 15, so maybe 20 in total, including the 4 bulls. Pretty lethal, that machine. Anyway, last hoof and then Big Mike's out. We had a small breakdown. A wee oil leak there, but we got the guard off. I take the wheel off to get the guard off. One of these unions was slack. Both the bottom one and the top one, but we're going now. I don't think we need that, but we'll keep it here. We'll need a funnel anyway. But it's going. I think it was just drawing in air before it was using it. I thought I was going to get 4 cows for free, but not anymore. At least one. I'll get one free cow for fixing this crush. I'll take that. And a new spanner.
And a new spanner. Yeah, so that's 2 cows.
Ross, Wool Star, your bulls here, and Tom said
Best feet I've seen on a bull in quite a while. So.
quite a while. Good man. We'll be there for another one soon.
Standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind a rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl.
Right, we're going to leave them to Dad and Harvey are there. Because of that wee breakdown and whatnot, I'm kind of running a wee bit behind, and I need to head along to the butchery at the farm shop. We're in the hunt right now for a head butcher. Someone who'll suit what we're wanting to do moving forward. So we're filming a wee advert there to try and get kind of word out and spread so we can hopefully find a suitable person. If you know of said suitable person, or you are said suitable person, get in touch. Goldburn Farm Shop. Slightly more presentable. Oh, hello. You're back?
Yes, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
You good?
Oh, professional job. You want to get a wee advert. What's your Instagram if people need to get in touch?
At JJ Greg Photo.
There you go, JJ Greg Photo. I'll show you the advert.
Thanks.
I won't be by the time you see this video, but in another video I'll show you. And if it's any good, get in touch. If it's no use, don't get in touch.
Here at Goldburn, we focus on provenance, take pride in our craft, and value friendly customer service. My team shares these same values.
That's a lump of meat. Oof. Oh, I'm needing a dug bone. The dog might fancy one of these. Oh, love beef. Love it. Quite fortunate we've got a butchery. Butcher's meat on tap 24/7. One of the big Charlies there. 221 kilo that side. Tea time now. Job done. I think the cattle are done. I'm trying to phone Dad to see if it's worth me coming back. But no answer, but he is half deaf. Quite literally. Hey pal. We're on stout and beef pie tonight. Stout and steak. From the book. Huh? Is it from the book? Where in here is it? Beef and stout stew. Oh, you've just made a pie out of the stew. Nice. With a big H for Hamish. Oh, pal, I'm just coming.
I know he's prioritising his beer.
Oh, pal. Oh, pal. Cheers, pal. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just not that cut. New wife. Oh.
Forget the whole be quiet thing because Hamish is sleeping.
My brown-eyed girl.